Good morning, everyone. This is Akhil. Now, this is a video on how to predict the stock price values using the machine learning techniques. There are lots of ways through which we can find out the stock prices, but in this video, we are going to understand more about LSTM. This kind of an algorithm where we are going to predict the stock values by using long short-term memory. Uh, Coming to the before going to the algorithm, let us first understand what is the stock and all. And here it is nothing but if any person is going to invest their huge amount of money in a particular company, he can uh, go through like trading platforms like Upstocks, and so there are many trading platforms where he can spend the money, and he can put in the company so that his prices may increase or may decrease depending upon the stocks of that company. So if an individual cannot understand all these things, so for in this project he can, by using this machine learning techniques, he can very easily predict how the stock values are going to be rise and how they are going to be fallen day by day. And it's like you can say that stock price prediction portfolio management using machine learning. The actually main aim of this project is to predict the stock price. Like we are going to future estimate how the stocks are going to be organized in a organization. The new pattern the stock price prediction technology is the utilization of machine learning. In that machine learning, we are now using that LSTM, that kind of algorithm, which make prediction based on the estimation of current stock price indicates via preparing on the past qualities. The scope of the project is to estimate the stock values with more accuracy than with other algorithms. There are many algorithms, but we are going to use LSTM for this project. Introduction about the project is like it is the stock market. It is like a platform where an individual can build like he can grow his money by investing some amount of money in a company. There are many factors which involve in the prediction, like physical factors, like psychological factors, rational, irrational, behavioral factors. All these aspects will be combined to make share prices volatile and very difficult to predict with a high degree of accuracy. There are two main approaches have been proposed for predicting the stock prices for an organization. That is, one is technical analysis. In technical analysis methods uses the historical prices of stock, likes closings and openings of prices. In this project, we are going to see where the like we are going to take the data from past 10 years. Then we can say that the closing price of the stock values of the particular company and the opening price, we can both compare with the help of volume and cost. It will is represented in the way of a graphical representation for predicting the stock values. The second method is like qualitative, which is performed on the basis of external factors like company's profile, market situation, political and economic factors. Considering this qualitative analysis, like if a particular party is in lead, so that party establishes like it will have giving you some permissions to the particular companies. When the party is in the rule, the particular company will be having more shares and more benefits. At that time, if you are going to invest in a particular company, so that we will getting more like more profits than the you are seeing about the data project here. This is our platform where we have created our project. Like can this is a collab. In this notebook, now we are going to looking at the data from the stock market. Let me explain the two modules, like how can we import the data into this collab, so that we can easily understand how the prices are rising and how the prices are decreasing. For that, we need to require a raw data, right? So for that raw data, we see here in this selection, we are over to handle requesting stock information with pandas. Pandas and NumPy. NumPy is used for taking the numerical values of the data, and here MATLAB. You can see here matplot.lib. It is used for representing the graphs, and any other mathematical operation will be done through matplot.lib. So matplot.lib. And now we are importing data from the data, like we are see from pandas data reader dot data import data reader. That means already like companies like Apple, Google, Microsoft, Amazon, already having the data in the Yahoo platform. From there we are going to import every raw data through this to the particular project by using this particular line of code. Like this is a list of the companies like Apple, Google and Microsoft and Amazon. We have taken these 4 companies and we have estimated the values by, like we have compared the values of this particular 4 companies. Like we can take a end is equals to date time dot now. We can take from particular 10 years to particular year, like means particular day, or we can also estimate by using that we can also estimate the future predictions. Like now for stock, like here you can see that the data is taken from the Yahoo and it is a starting date and end date also we have to mention here. Now using globals is a sloppy way for setting the data frame numbers, but it's simple. Now we are going to understand about the Apple data frame. Now the company, like we have taken like 4 companies, right? Now we are going to company list and company name. You can see here this is the raw data where we are extracted from the Yahoo. The data consists of high, low. This is, I already said that, opening and closing values. Based upon this, we can easily estimate that where the prices are going to rise and where the prices are going to start and where the prices are going to be closed at the end of the day. So volume, adjacent, close, company name. This is the data where for top 10 days and for 20 days and 50 days. We can also predict years together also. This is I have taken for days, but if you're going to increase the years, then we'll be getting more accurate answers. This is the, you can see here column like daily returns. See, you can see here Apple info, the company of the company Apple information says that high, low, opening. These are the values. Like we are going, it is going to create a database where we can find all the values here. The values are here. This the data type is float and it is one, like memory usage. You can see here everything, and now you can see the plot here. This is an historical view of a closing price. You can see now where it has started and where it is going to be ended, like this. From it we have taken, see, you can see here 2020 from 7 9 11, like it is coming from 1 year back. So if like 1 year, we can say 10 months. So from 5 to 7 to 2021 5, like means previous month. Now see here we are going to plot the sales volume of Apple. You can see here this graph represent the how the sales volumes are going in an Apple company, going to be raised and going to be fallen for every day. You can see here this graph shows for every day. Similarly for Google, for Amazon, for Microsoft. We have seen the visualizations of the closing price and volume trade each day. Let's now understand and calculate the moving average for each stock. For calculating this moving average of various stocks, moving average are one of the most popular and often used technique indicators in the financial markets. In saying in a simple word that moving average is an indicator that shows the average value of a stock price over a period. That means like 10 days, 15 days, 50 days, 200 days, etc. And it is usually plotted along with the closing price. We can calculate this moving average is calculated by adding all the stock prices over a certain period and dividing their sum by the total amount of the periods. For example, trader wants to calculate the SMA of a stock. Like let us consider an Amazon by looking at the high of a day over 5 periods of time. So it indicates that used to indicate buy and sell signals of traders and investors. It helps to identify and support the resistance prices of stocks also. You can see here the moving averages of different companies. Like you can see this is a figure axis point. You have taken 2 rows for each one, and you can see Apple the adjacent close values for 10 days, for 20 days and for 50 days. We have plotted the axis for this, all represented for a graphical representation. Plot axis 0 1 0 1 1 0 1 1. These all you can see here plots. So we have compared here, like particular for 10 days, what is the you can see here from past 1 year. You can see for each and every 10 days we have taken the graph, each and every 20 days we have taken the graph, and each and every 50 days we have taken the graph. So by comparing this each and every average days, we can get the accuracy of the price very easily. Not only Apple, for Google, for Microsoft, for Amazon also we can see here.
Okay, so far we know that what was the change in price of the stock price as well as what was the moving average of the various stock. Now let's know what was the daily return of the stock on an average manner. Here we are going to analyze the risk of the particular stock with the help of some graphical representation. In order to do so, we have to look deeply on the changes of the stock. In this, we are going to use pandas where you can retrieve the daily return of an organization. Okay, let's move on to the code. We are going to take companies like Google or Apple or Microsoft or Amazon from this company list. And for doing daily return of a company, here we are going to take an attribute called uh, adjacent clause of a company. We are going to find out the percentage change for each day with the help of PCT change. After getting daily return, we are going to plot the figure of the daily return percentage. Here, n rows and n columns are nothing but a limited number of rows and columns. See here, with the help of fig set dot fig height of 8, it's nothing but we are going to set the height of a figure with 8 inches, and similarly for width we are going to assign 15 inches. And see, this particular code will give the daily return of an apple. Similarly, this entire code will give the daily return of an companies like Google or a Microsoft or Amazon. This is the plot, and this is the daily return of the Apple company from a particular month and from particular year to a particular year like 2021 to 5th. And this is the daily return of Google company, and this is the daily return of the Microsoft company. Similarly, this is the daily return of the Amazon. Okay, now let's get an overall look at the average daily return using a histogram. See, in order to create a histogram and KD plot on the same figure, we are going to take Seaborn function. This fixed size is an attribute which allows us to specify the width and height of a figure in inches manner. SNS.displot helps to create a histogram for the daily return of a company. We are going to plot y-axis with the name of daily return and titling the company name like Apple, Google, Microsoft, or an Amazon. See, this is the histogram of an Apple company, and similarly, this is the histogram of an Google company and Microsoft. This is the histogram of a Microsoft company, and similarly, this is the histogram of an. Let's know what was the correlation between different stocks closing price. We are going to create closing DF and then going to read data from the tech list, which is Yahoo. This here closing df dot head will gives you the closing prices of all companies like Apple, Google, Microsoft, and Amazon. These are nothing but the closing prices of Apple, Google, Microsoft, Amazon. So we have all closing prices of Apple, Google, Microsoft, Amazon. Let's go ahead and get the daily return for all the stocks. Mm, this is the daily return of the companies like Apple, Google, Microsoft, Amazon. So we are having the closing prices of Apple, Google, Microsoft, Amazon, as well as we are having the daily return of the Apple, Google, Microsoft, Amazon. Now we can compare the daily percentage return of two stocks to check how correlated. First, let's see a stock compared to itself. Comparing Google to Google itself. See, this is the plot diagram of Google with Google only. And this is the plot diagram for the Microsoft with Google.
Now we are going to explain the fifth module. In this, we are going to know about how much we put risk in investing in a particular stock and time. There are many ways to quantify the risk. One of the most easiest and important ways using the in gathering the information from different sources and knowing the daily percentage of returns by comparing the expected daily returns by the return the standard deviation of daily returns. And let's start by defining the data frame, clean version of the original tech rates data frame. Date rates equals data frame dot defina arena equals to numpy dot py start on plot the we are going to create the graph for the uh, investing. We are knowing the stock price increase by investing the risk. First plot dot figure and next scatter, and we have to create a label xy label for expected return and risk. And mm, we we take in the four companies: Amazon, Microsoft, Google and Apple. We can see we have lot of risk and expected return in Apple. Not much expected, there is no expected returns and not much risk. And we can see we have in Google we have not much risk and great expected returns. And next we are going to see the sixth module. This is predicting the stock price closing in a particular company. And first we have to get the stock quota means gathering the information, and we are installing the data reader. We are taking the particular company Apple and taking the source from the Yahoo and starting from the started come from 2021 and from 1 and from till date now. And we can see the high, low, open, close, volume and adjacent close. In starting of the company, the not much stock price less, you can see high 14, and at the end of the present it's lot of high, and closing values are also too high. We can see it's good. And next we are creating a graph for price and date, each date how much it increased. First we are going to take size and title for the close price history, and labels are two labels, xy and plot dot show. You can see from the starting of the year there are a lot of increase present year 2021. And next we are going to create new data from closing column, installing the data filter, converting the data from into numpy arrow data set and data values, getting the number of rows, train the model, training the data length. And next scale, which collected the data, and scaling the data by using scalar and maximum scalar. And next we are going to create the training data set. When we create training data set, we can scale the training data set and next we can convert the training we can convert into x and y, from keys. And we have to install two important data, import sequential, import returns. Next and we have to plot the data for the graph. Train equals to data, valid data, and valid predictions equals to prediction. Visualization data, plot figure size as usual, plot title, labels, two labels, plot the train, close predictions, legend, train value predictions, local lower way, lower. And we can see close price and date. We can see lot of predictions are less, and volume is equal to the normal daily rate, equals, and we can see close and predictions. Predictions are normal, average we equal their close, and predictions are uh, they're equal to their close and prediction values. And, and we can, from the starting of the year and present now, there are a lot of increment. Thank you.